It's been 10 years. You start to forget the things you should remember. And you can't stop remembering.
Goddag og velkommen. Nicholas har været til E3-messen og snakket med Glæder, som er en af udviklerne af Call of Duty Ghosts. Og det de blandt andet har snakket om er forholdet mellem dig og din hund i spillet.
We've always had the power. Not anymore. All we have is each other.
Yale, you're here showing off Call of Duty Ghosts. We just saw the presentation, and of course, first we have to talk about the animal situation in the presentation. There's a dog, and the guy talking to the dog is talking to it as if it's a regular person. How does this work?
So we actually worked with real SEAL team service guys, and basically who work with SEAL team dogs, and basically they use an earpiece. So the dog actually has an earpiece in. They have a special vest that has a bunch of gear on it. One's an earpiece. The other thing, so they can give audible commands, as well as they wear a special collar that actually has little vibration things in it. So if you need to go completely stealth, you can actually use a tablet and it'll vibrate and it'll want the dog to go left, the dog to go right. Dog also has a camera that pops up out of the back, and it's actually on springs so the dog doesn't get stuck. So if he goes through something, it just lays back and then it'll pop back up. So really working with the real guys, we kind of figured out all the different kinds of things that the dog can do, and it just opened our eyes to how important the dogs are in these units, and how in the game now it's given us a ton of opportunity and a ton of fun things that you're able to do, whether it's, obviously everyone knows that they have a great sense of smell and they can find, but just their ability to like sense when enemies are around, go get into areas because they're so athletic, get into areas that you wouldn't necessarily be able to get into. And there's lots of different ways that the dog becomes not just a dog, but part of your squad.
Yeah, because I'm thinking that even though for us regular people, we don't really know everything that goes down in the military and what stuff they have to work with. Isn't it hard for you as well as a developer saying, okay, well, we have this huge variety of stuff, anything from dogs to whatever weapons they might use. Isn't it hard choosing what to bring into a game?
Oh yeah, it's always, we go back and forth, and just finding out things that fit, right? Like one of the levels that we showed is Into the Deep. It's uses an actual real world underwater rifle that's called an APS. That like, wow, that exists. Okay, we can do this. Wanting to make sure that we're pushing the envelope and showing new things and giving people new experiences, but also kind of staying true to reality as well.
What would you say is the main focus in this game compared to previous games?
Well, it's totally new. It's a new story. The team at Infinity Ward, basically with Modern Warfare 3, they felt it ended that Modern Warfare franchise really well. And so it's just been an opportunity this year to do something new with the new story. Story's actually written by Stephen Gaghan, won an Academy Award for Traffic, wrote and directed Syriana, and he's actually at the studio. And it's a story where basically it opens up with this mass event where the U.S. is basically decimated. Like the military, the government are all in shambles, and a new superpower has actually arisen that's kind of encroaching in. And so you have to kind of become part of the Ghost Squad that's made up of elite kind of special forces guys, and come out of the shadows and kind of lead the charge to restore.
Hvis du også glæder dig til Call of Duty Ghost, så kan du se frem til det den 5. november, hvor det kommer til PC, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Xbox One og Xbox 360.